Namaskaram everyone, this is Vishwaksen and welcome to Vaka Talks, where we talk about mental health and emotional well-being in different kinds of relationships. We are doing a small anthology of various poems from Sumati Satkam, Vemana Satkam and Subhashitalu that I feel can be interpreted to improve our lives, improve our mental health, improve our emotional well-being, and also something that we can use to protect ourselves from toxic people. So today let's talk about a poem from Vemana Satakam that goes like this. మొదట నాశబెట్టి తుది లేదు పొమ్మను పరమలోభులైన పావులుకును ఉసురు తప్పకుంట నుండేలు దెబ్బగా విశ్వదాభిరామ వినురవేమ. So what Vemana is talking about in this poem is when you uh, you don't intend to fulfill a promise, you should never promise in the first place. You should never raise hope in someone just to uh, just to go back on your promise and cause a lot of distress to the other person. If you don't intend to donate something, don't say that you're going to donate or give something, and after they bring their hopes up, and then when the time comes when you have to give it, you you go back, you say like, yeah, it's like I cannot do it anymore, I cannot accommodate it, I cannot give you the money, or I cannot give you this resource, or I cannot do this for you. So when you do that, when by blaming something, by blaming changing in circumstances or anything, so when you give hope to someone, they actually are very very happy, they are very hopeful that the resource that you're going to give, or the care that you're going to provide, that or the promise that you said that you're going to do, they assume that they have already received it and plan accordingly. And when you go back on it, when you when when you basically shatter their dreams, they have actually created a whole future or whole scenario based on your promise. And now that you're shattering the dream by going back on your promise, and that they might not be able to retaliate and hold you accountable for your promise at that time, because they they don't feel that they can afford to fight with you or hold you accountable. But their grief will show its effect on you later. This is what Vemana is trying to say. This talks about the narcissistic fall. You And when they go into hiding, they don't interact with people, and because they have promised a lot of things to people to get things, they future fake a lot. They do a lot of future faking. Yes, we will do this, uh, I will do this for you. Or they talk about what they're going to do like 3 months in advance, or 6 months later. And when the time comes up, and they say, yeah, it's like I cannot do it anymore, let's go and visit your parents uh, for the holidays. When the holidays come up, and you have to make arrangements to visit your parents, they say, well, I cannot do it now, I cannot do it anymore, I'm busy at work. Let's go on a vacation. And when the time comes, it's like, well, I'm I don't have the money anymore. So there's a lot of promises that people make without an intention of fulfilling them. When genuinely things happen, when circumstances change, yes, it happens like once in a while. But when it is a regular process where they just future fake, where they just promise something in the future, so that you you get pacified in the present, so they just postpone the thing, or postponed the current crisis that they don't want to deal with. They when you corner them saying like, you promised this, you said this, you said this, you said a lot of things. You said we'll go out on a vacation, you said we'll we'll go out on a date, you said we'll go out to meet my parents. So when they feel cornered, when they feel that they we are expecting them to be accountable for their promises, they future fake. They say, okay, next holidays we will go visit your parents. So they don't have the intention of fulfilling that promise at all. They just want to get out of the current situation. So they 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 create a picture, they create an illusion of them being them having them sorry them listening to us, and them making accommodations for us, them caring for us, them being compassionate. This is an illusion, a future illusion that they've created, that they intend to break when the time comes. And at the end, when the narcissist experiences the narcissistic fall, all this broken dreams, that the grief that we have faced because of them, they are going to face it. That is what Brahmana is talking about. I am not sure about when they are going to face the consequences, but what I can say, or what we can interpret from this is, they the toxic people in our lives, they are super future fakers. They keep creating an illusion in our head that they keep breaking over and over and over again. A parent who keeps promising things, if you do this, if you do that, if you get this, if you get that, I'm going to do something, I'm going to get this for you. And when we actually do all those things, they say, well, you're what do you mean that you need this? That is such a you're not a kid anymore, you don't need it, or you don't have any use for it. Because they did not have the intention of giving it to you in the first place. They just want you they just want to pacify you, they just want to not deal with you asking them for something at that point of time. And they could not come up with any logical response, any they could not explain things why they cannot get things for you. Children are very accommodating, children are very understanding only if you know how to explain things to them. But on the contrary, what the parents do is a lot of future faking, putting in a lot of requirements that are very difficult to achieve, to complete, and take a lot of time to complete. And then when the child actually was capable of finishing it, they get insecure and say like, well, you don't need it anymore, it's like, I don't see you using it, it will be a waste of time. What parents don't see is they have broken a promise and expect the child to be fine with it. The same thing happens at workplace as well. There's a lot of managers and bosses who promise increments, or who promise pay hikes, and expect people to perform based on this future faked pay hike that they promise. And when the time actually comes, they say, well, there are budget constraints, the management has not cannot approve what we have promised previously. And they do a lot of blame shifting onto the management. And at the same time, there's a lot of things that the upper management does as well. Is when the time comes to actually talk about the pay hikes, or talk about performance reviews, they very, very conveniently change the managers, change the middle management, so that the employees feel that okay, this particular manager, this manager don't know how much we have or what the previous manager has promised, so we cannot hold them accountable. We can convey to them that the previous manager has promised so and so, but this new manager very conveniently says, well, I don't know what they were thinking, promising that, but the circumstances have changed. The the budget does not allow what they have promised. So so they very conveniently future fake and just shift the blame onto someone else and shatter the illusion that they have created, shatter the illusion that they have forced us to believe is going to be a reality. And they very conveniently say, well, it is not possible anymore. There is no consistency with such people at all, and it is very, very arduous to live with such a person, to work for such a person, to work with such people. If you like my content, please hit the like button and share your experiences in the comment section below, and please share my video with your friends, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Until we meet again.